Good afternoon, I'm Paolo del Rosario. This is Newsfeed on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. The grand homecoming parade for the Olympian medalists Carlos Yulo, Nesty Petesio, and Ira Villegas, as well as the Philippine team at the Paris Olympics, has kicked off from the Aliw Theater in Pasay City. Bea de la Cruz is at the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex in Manila. Bea, what do you have?
Paolo, excitement is building up inside the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex as fans and supporters await the arrival of our Olympic athletes, especially our golden boy, Carlos Yulo. A concert is now happening here, firing up the crowd that came to see their heroes. Security is tight with police and other force multipliers continuously scour the area. The athletes are expected to arrive anytime now as the parade winds through the streets of Manila from the Aliw Theater in Pasay. Posters of Yulo and other athletes dawn the streets of Manila, including boxing bronze medalists Nesty Petesio and Ira Villegas. Manila Mayor Honey Lacuna is expected to lead the celebration here at the Rizal Stadium. She is also expected to award Yulo and other athletes with gifts and incentives for their accomplishments. Yulo and pole vaulter EJ Obiano, who placed fourth in the games, are from Manila. Yulo is expected to receive 2 million pesos from the city, while Obiano will get $500,000. And that's the latest here at the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. Back to you, Paolo.
Thank you very much. That was Bea de la Cruz. In other news, the Bureau of Internal Revenue sues dismissed Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo for tax evasion. The complaint filed with the Justice Department accuses Guo of failing to pay the correct taxes. The BIR says it had been monitoring the Senate investigation on Guo, noting that cash, properties, and other assets revealed during the hearing must be supported by proper tax payments. Guo has been linked to an illegal pogo hub raided by authorities in her municipality. On Wednesday, Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos led the oath taken of Bamban Councilor Erano Timbang, who will be mayor for 3 months. Some Solons are questioning Representative Paolo Duterte's bill that requires all elected officials to undergo random drug tests. Hannah T. tells us why.
President Bongbong Marcos was seen taking what was claimed to be cocaine. Several netizens have urged the president to take the hair follicle test. A hair follicle test can determine if a person has been taking illegal drugs within the past 3 months. The government has denied that the man in the video was the president and have the video taken down from any social media platform. Davao City 1st District Representative Paolo Duterte, son of Marcos's predecessor, Rodrigo Duterte, who launched a controversial war on drugs, has filed a bill seeking mandatory drug testing of public officials, including the president. House Bill 10744, filed amid scrutiny over the previous administration's anti-drug campaign, requires elected officials to undergo random drug testing every 6 months and encourages voluntary testing for candidates 90 days before elections. Duterte believes officials should lead by example in combating drug abuse. The Department of Health would oversee testing using hair follicle and urine tests. Kabataan Party List Representative Raul Manuel wants the bill scrutinized thoroughly. He also stresses justice for victims of the previous administration's anti-drug campaign.
Yan lagi yung mga distractions nila eh. Kapag naiipit sila, lalo na't nandyan ang ICC para tumulong sa Pilipinas para mabigyan ng hustisya yung mga maraming namatay, distractions nila to. Kung hindi man yung red tagging ay pag-hype up na naman ng kanilang hindi umuobra na approach dun sa drug problem.
House Deputy Majority Leader Margarita Nograles cites a Supreme Court ruling that deemed mandatory drug testing unconstitutional for election candidates. She adds that while the bill may have the best intention, its author should always be present to defend it.
Lahat naman tayo, as legislators kami dito, alam naman namin yung mga rules na we file, not just to file, but the intent is good, and I hope the intent for this is good. To defend this, you have to be able to attend the committee hearing.
What we do here in the House is we always look at the Filipino people. No? If the intent is for the Filipino people, we welcome them to file any kind of bill.
Wala namang masama sa gusto ni Congressman Duterte. Ang problema nga lang, ma'am, as I've said, within the past two questions, kailangan lang sa sarili niya ay maipagtanggol niya yung panukalang batas na ito at kung bakit niya ito gusto.
Hannity, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Residents of Japan are divided over Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's decision to step down next month. Some say it was a great decision and hope someone younger will be elected. But others wanted Kishida to continue. Kishida has announced he will no longer run for a second term as leader of the long-ruling Liberal Democratic Party next month, following a series of corruption scandals that fueled calls for him to resign. One of the allegations against the party involved millions of dollars in undocumented political funds. The U.S. military conducted live fire drills in South Korea. This is to test their deployment readiness to the Korean peninsula. The drill took place at Rodriguez Live Fire Complex in Poncheon, just north of Seoul. It is also less than 30 kilometers from the heavily fortified border with North Korea. The live fire drill has come as South Korea and the U.S. are set to conduct their annual summertime military drills next week to ramp up their capability to counter North Korea's weapons and cyber threats. Philippine shares extend their gains for the second straight day. The benchmark PSEi index breached the 6,700 level, rising nearly 55 points or 0.8%. All sector indices closed in the green, with property gaining the largest at 1.69%. Total value turnover increased to 7 billion pesos, but decliners outnumbered advancers 105 to 98. And those are the news this hour. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Stay tuned to BNC for more top-of-the-hour news on Free TV Channel 31 and also on our website, bnc.ph. Bilyonaryo News Channel, always on top. Good afternoon.